Hello, I'm going to show you how you can use templates in your program activities when you create those entries in PEARS. So here's your PEARS dashboard, and I will go to program activities. These templates only apply to program activities, and you can use them when you create a new program activity, or you can use it on an existing one. For the sake of our training today, I will use this test existing one. So I will edit this, and you'll see that all of the information on the general information and collaborators is exactly the same. So you would fill that out as normal and save and continue. And eventually you would go to the SnapEd custom data section. And here is where you see this new template box. Notice that it doesn't have a red star like the other one, so it's not required. You do not have to use these templates, but I'm going to show you how they could be useful to you. So let's say that you did use these templates. You can see that there are certain template options, and they consist of series classes, full-time series classes, or one-time classes. And I'll just do this Create Better Health one-time class as an example. So when you click on this, it auto-populates all of the following sections with the information that should have been covered if you had done a one-time class. So it has the intervention is Create Better Health. It has the short-term ST priority indicators for the one-time class. And then it has the target audience as adults. This community setting, this would actually be blank because this is an existing test program activity that I had created. It already had that put in there, but it would be blank, and you would fill this in with whatever location. So let's say that I did it at a library, for example. And then you'd have your curriculum and the objectives that were taught and the intervention topics. And then you could fill out any other additional information as needed. But that would be how you could use a template for a one-time class. It auto-populates all that information for you. But I want to show you how else you can use this or these templates for some of these other options. So if you have a Create Better Health 8-class series, you would click on that, and you would see that it auto-populates now with MT or midterm, length, right? Priority indicators versus the short term. And then all of these other information. It has more intervention topics, and those are the ones that are covered in the curriculum specifically. Something else I want to show you is that these templates are editable. So you can actually go in and change them. You probably won't be changing the intervention name, priority indicators, but you may be changing the audience that you taught. So let's say that I taught an 8-class series, but it wasn't actually 8 classes. Let's say that one of the classes, nobody showed up, and another class was canceled for whatever reason. And it wasn't to adults, it was actually just to seniors. So I would click on this older adults and seniors, and you can add that in, and then you can take things away just as easily. So I can push this X, and it's no longer to just adults. And you can obviously change the setting. The primary curriculum would probably remain the same, but let's say that I included an additional curriculum in this. You can add that into the template as well. So I'll just say that I threw something in there from Create Farm Fresh Gardens, for example. At this senior center where I taught, or the senior group, perhaps. Yeah, we'll just say that I continue to teach at the library. Anyway, and then under the objectives, these would likely stay the same. There are only those 4 objectives. So those would stay there, but perhaps your intervention topics have changed. Let's say that I was teaching the senior population, but I did not end up teaching the lesson about protein foods. So I could just eliminate that. And the class that nobody showed up for was the whole grains class. Okay, so those are the 2 classes that were taken out of my 6-class series, and now this is what I taught. You also have the ability to add to the template. So let's say that during the dairy lesson, for example, I also taught very exclusively about water. Then you can add this in as an additional intervention topic. And that's how you use the templates. They just auto-populate the information for you based on whatever class it is that you have. And we have different template options that you're welcome to scroll through and choose. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Thank you.